The home water upcoming cosmetics are now available up to 8th of December, 11 AM Pacific. Firstly, we got shown an updated appearance for the Dawnbreaker mount, and then Stephen showed some alternative Dawnbreaker mounts, and these can actually be achieved from the Animal Husbandry system. Here is a green winged variant, and here is an orange winged variant. Through the Animal Husbandry system, you can change more than just the wings. For instance, here is one where the wings, eyes, and fur have all changed colours. And now onto the environment art segment. And firstly, we got shown some Empyrean props. So we got some furniture shown. We also had some wagons and carts shown. And we had some boats and rowboats shown. And then finally, we had an archery target shown. Here are some sigils and some variants for each of the 8 races, excluding the Telnar. Now these aren't final, but they do give us a pretty good idea about each race's culture. For instance, if you take a look at the Vex sigils, they are very different to the Kalar's sigils. Here's something surprising. Once we actually have a video to show in this environment art segment, normally it's just screenshots. In Ashes, we know that the time of day and the seasons can change how the environment appears to us. But here is how it can affect some mounts as well. Also, the music is really beautiful here, so I really hope that we get a soundtrack on full release with this in it. And now just before the Q&A, we've got the character art. Our first model shown was the Fellbark Berserker. Then, the Pale Ward of the Custodians, the Plumed Halberdier, Burrow Hawk, Oath Bearer, Purgle, Sentinel Greatcoat, Prowl of Perdition, and finally, the Skinwalker, and this one can actually be acquired in-game. And now we're on to our last section, and that is the Q&A. First question. Is it decided whether hunting certificates will sometimes/always also act as crafting materials, or are these two concepts separate? These certificates aren't intended to be used as crafting materials. These certificates are used as a source of gold, for housing tax, and for citizenship. Will there be objects in the world of Era that give certain utility or mobility buffs? There will be unique mobility objects in the world. An example of this is a ladder to climb up somewhere. Will buffs from food and consumables persist through death? It depends on the consumable. Generally though, the buffs won't persist. Do you plan on having account-wide map exploration and knowledge, or will maps be specific to your individual character? They haven't decided on one or the other for this topic yet. When Ashes moves into Alpha 2 testing, do you have any predictions, hopes or goals concerning population and or capacity? Between 8 to 10k players is their current goal. With ships that have variable locations for weapons and utilities, is the assignment of these locations done when the ship is built, or can it be changed when the owner desires? These locations will be decided at the creation stage of a ship. Any questions you have about Ashes, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you haven't registered for Ashes yet and you're considering it, it's free and you can use my referral code. It's on screen now and it's in the description. Subscribe to be notified about next month's summary. And finally, enjoy the rest of your day.